Hey everybody, I wanted to attempt doing a longer formatted video for you, and I thought while I was out here socializing with Holly, who was still pretty skittish around us, I would just take this opportunity to do so. So here she is. She's so nervous. Okay, there we go. She does much better once she's turned around. She doesn't like having her feet hanging like some of the other rabbits do. But some of you might have seen her feeding her babies on camera. That was exciting. If you haven't, go find that short. It's pretty recent. She's been a great mama. This is her first time. This is her first time being a mama. And her babies are doing awesome. I just wanted to kind of talk about some things that people feel very strongly about with rabbits. Lots of people have certain opinions and misconceptions sometimes about rabbits. Yeah. Some say that you shouldn't pick them up very often. I feel that the more you pick them up, the more they get used to it. And I have proof of that because with Holly, ever since we got her, I've just been letting her do her own thing and waiting. Now the other rabbits are all running around. I just have been letting her do her own thing and not really bothering her so much, and that has not helped. She's just as skittish as when she got here. And so we're gonna do what we've done in the past and really socialize with her and get her used to being right with us. And that's perfectly fine. Now, I know that each individual rabbit is different, so you might have to do things differently in your circumstances. But for us, that's what we've found works best, is just to get them as used to us as possible, hold them as much as possible. With our little babies, we've got them out in the little playpen right now, and just Nezuko's babies, Holly's babies are too small still. But we've got them out in the playpen, and my aunt brought her little kids over, and they got socialized and handled and picked up, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, these guys are so great." And I said, "I know. Of course they're great. We've been handling them since they were born." And that's one of the reasons why I do what I do. We're a very small rabbitry. I don't like to have a whole ton of litters, because I do know that a lot of rabbits end up in shelters. I get that. But if someone has a rabbit that is well socialized and loved and knows how to love people and love other animals, they're more likely to keep that rabbit and love that rabbit. And so I want to provide the education to the people who get a rabbit from me, and I also want to make sure that they get a rabbit that is easy to love. You'll see me reach forward every so often because I really want her to start getting comfortable. I'm not forcing it. Don't ever force it. But, just little things. Baby steps. A lot of people talk about how rabbits shouldn't be in cages with wire bottoms or in cages at all. They should have a very large enclosure. Our rabbits, we've got Cookie and Cupcake on the ground in their enclosure. It's quite big. We have to clean that out very often. And they love digging in it, and so we've had to make sure that the edges have stuff around them so that they can't dig out. And then we have our others in wire floored cages, but they have lots of places to rest their feet if they need to. But the wire flooring makes sure that they are not standing in their pee or poop all the time, which is nice. We still have to clean them up, of course, and we can get that poop out and use it as fertilizer. I got the word. I got there. And it is awesome. It helps things grow so well. So if you know someone with a rabbit, ask them if you can keep the droppings. It's just easier when they are in their wire enclosures. You have to make sure you have the right gauge wire. I've talked about that before. It has to be nice and strong and thick so that they are not hurting their pillowed feet. But otherwise, it's a really good option, especially to keep them clean. Some people say that you shouldn't have your rabbits outside or that rabbits shouldn't be inside. I think they can be either. My rabbits are very hardy. They can handle both heat and cold. I take care of them rain or shine, so it works best for us to have them outside. That's just what works here for us. And I like it that way, and they like it that way. We've had them in the house before, like when Cupcake had her very first litter, and she was going stir crazy. She just wanted to be back outside. And that was several years ago. We had them inside when Cookie and Cupcake Cookie was neutered and Cupcake was spayed. So we had them inside for a little bit, and they hated it. They just wanted to get out. And so when they were finally able to be outside and together, they were beyond happy. So that's great. And some people, their rabbits love living in their houses. That's great. That works for them. There's no one way. As my dad always used to say, there's no one way to load a dishwasher, as long as the dishes get done. So I'm going to stick with that because I like it. There are some people that say that this one's kind of a hard one for me. That rabbits are not pets for children. And in some ways I agree. Grown-ups need to be first and foremost in charge with any pet. But I do think that it's a beautiful thing when a child gets to interact with nature and animals, and when they've been taught to be gentle and kind. My niece that lives here, you've probably seen her in my videos. She is so sweet with all of our animals. She's sweet with our bunnies, even the teeniest, tiniest babies. She's so gentle with them, so careful. Now, on the other hand, with children having a rabbit as a pet, I had rabbits all growing up. And when the responsibility came down to just me, I lost a rabbit to the heat. And that broke me. I was, I think, 12, maybe 11. Her name was Jelly, because my sister had Peanut. So she had Peanut Bunny and I had Jelly. Peanut Bunny and Jelly. And Jelly was a lop, a tort, black tort lop. and she died. She was suffering from heat stroke when I went out to take care of her. And I panicked and I ran inside. My dad, who had been working, came out exhausted and said that sometimes this happens and I need to learn that I need to take better care, that it was very hot outside and I knew that she would need extra water and ice packs, that was my responsibility. And he took her and was holding her in the shade and trying to get her cooled down. And I ran off. I was crying and praying, please just save this baby, save this bunny. She wasn't a baby, she was a few years old, but I just wanted her to be okay. And I knew that she wasn't going to be. And that hurt. That really broke me. And so I don't think that that responsibility should be placed on a child. I don't feel that is necessary or very kind. But I do feel strongly that children should be involved. I feel that having them take partial responsibility with you making sure in the end that everything is taken care of, that they do their job, that they make sure there's, okay, I'll put you down. Let's do it safely. Okay. Making sure that there's enough food, enough water, that they are properly cared for and loved and handled, then it can be a great option as a pet for a child, especially a bunny that's been well socialized. You don't want a child having to deal with this, what I'm doing right now. That is too much for a kid. They will get hurt. Bunnies are very strong, especially these bottom back legs. They are strong. Their nails can get sharp. You got to keep up on them. You got to brush them pretty regularly. Some people have problems with their bunnies biting. I don't have that problem. We've never had that here. If I had a bunny that was biting, we wouldn't have that bunny anymore, because that's not what we are raising rabbits for. We are raising quality pets here that can give people comfort and peace. There you go. She's getting it. But that's all I really have to say for right now. This was kind of a random video. If you made it all the way through, please like, subscribe, comment. Tell me what kind of videos you want to see. Do you want to see more bunnies? Do you want to see the ducks or the chickens? Would you like opal videos of our boxer? My sister has 2 snakes that we can share. Do you want more Sunday videos with the cutest rabbit that ever walked the earth? Sunday is just a doll. He's just a doll. I love him, and that's why he's our buck for our papa for making the babies, because he's just great. He's so sweet. He's so loving. He's rambunctious and silly, but he's just a sweetheart, and I keep looking over at him. But yeah, please tell me what kind of videos you'd like to see and share the videos so that we can get our cute little bunnies out there and reach more people and help to educate and just share the love. That's what we're doing here. We want to share the love. Don't we, Holly? We want to share the love. Share the love of rabbits. Because who doesn't want one of these? Who doesn't want love from one of these? Thanks, guys.